All right, here we go. Championship night, 203 Truck Series, and we've made it to Miami. Jesse Gordon on the pole there, the California kid. Brandon Parks back there in that number 2 spot. Chris Jones in the 3 for Choice Inc. Wyatt Walker in the 4. AJ in the 5. Matthew in the 6. Smolden going to be back there in the number 7 spot. Cole in the 8 right now. Looking fantastic as we see the number 9 spot of Brandon Yates. And there is Witherspoon in the 10 out there tonight. Stephen Hott in the 11. Monroe back there in that number 12 spot. A little bit further back, you got Kyle back there for Backdraft Motorsports and Andrew Ewing. Capsule with Time Motorsports in that number 14 spot here tonight. Beautiful looking field of cars. Conditions, awesome. 80 degrees, partly cloudy, 7-mile-an-hour winds here down in Miami. Big thanks again to Justin Smolden and 203 Gaming for having an awesome truck series. Remember, guys, trucks are off until January 8th. The new schedule will be posted here in the next couple days. But enjoy your little off with the trucks, and you'll have the 87s and the Pro 4s to have fun with on Monday night until the 8th. Okay. So with that being said, everybody's ready to go. Locked them in. And we got drivers and trucks hitting the track right now. Jesse Gordon, Chris Jones, Wyatt Walker, AJ Counting out here tonight. The whole crew. Stewart, Smolden, Cole, Brandon, Witherspoon, Stephen Hott, Monroe, and Kyle and Andrew. We talked about it a little bit ago. Brandon Parks out of this one here. Went up there, missed the grid. Brandon Parks missed the grid to this race. So that's going to be a game changer here. So they're going to tighten up the field. We talked about the points here just a little bit ago. Brandon Parks pretty much wrapped up the championship here tonight. AJ Counting in that number 2 spot. Jamie Kephart in the 3, not here tonight. It's going to be Chris Jones in the 4, Andrew Ewing in the 5, Stephen Hott in the 6. Wyatt Walker with a slim chance back here in that number 7 spot in the points here tonight. So that is that. We're going to let them loose here tonight. 50 laps at Miami. But man, oh man, tough break for that. You hate to see it. Due to a packet loss. Tough break. We're ready to get them fired off here at Miami. Let's go down to the turn number 1. Everybody riding smooth right now. Jesse Gordon, the man out front. Wyatt Walker in that number 2 spot right now. They come screaming across the corner. No real good sound volume for this track either. Wyatt Walker, Chris Jones, AJ Counting, Matthew Stewart up on the high side. There is Smolden and Cole Howard. Oh, Howard now looking for some action back there also.
Sorry, my computer froze.
Witherspoon right there. Brandon and Kyle rounding it out in the back of the field right now. 2 of 50 in the books here in the 203 Truck Series. At Miami, they're screaming at you tonight. All the drivers ready to go right now. Watching the beachside custom driver of Witherspoon. Up on that high side, it's Jesse Gordon. Wyatt Walker, Chris Jones right now. Single file through the field right now. Andrew Ewing, your hard charger at the moment, up 4 spots. In that number 19 machine. Stephen Hott up 2. Witherspoon up 3. Damn, we're looking real good here tonight. Right now, Jesse Gordon and Wyatt Walker, you're 1-2. Chris Jones back here in the 3. AJ Counting, Smolden, and Cole Howard. Round out your top 6 right now with Witherspoon and the crew back there rolling them in. Stephen Hott and Andrew Ewing also trying to find some lanes. Let's jump into cockpit with Andrew Ewing. Nobody wants to crash tonight. They all want to keep it nice and steady. Cole Howard now right up to the back bumper of Justin Smolden. Boys coming right at your screen right there. Good looking shot from Jesse Gordon. Wyatt Walker trying to find some of that drafting here. Wyatt Walker in that number 2 spot right now. Chris Jones in the 3. Stephen Hahn and the boys there also working their way up. Right now, Stephen Hahn getting the pressure put on to him by the 19 machine. Andrew looking to go to the high side here. A little loose up there, but he's trying to get that Toyota to hang on, and that's what he's going to do here. Stephen playing a smart role here. I think trying to save some fuel and save some tires. That's the 84 of Stephen Hahn tonight for Backdraft Motorsports right now, currently in the number 10 spot. Jesse Gordon still the man out front right now. Jesse Gordon, your leader. No problems for the California kid. Wyatt Walker right there with him. Chris Jones in the 3, Smolden in the 4, and he's got Cole Howard pushing him. Those are teammates right now. Cole Howard into Jose's Mexican restaurant. Let's see what he's got. AJ Counting back here in the 6, and old Witherspoon. Witherspoon doing pretty good here tonight for Beachside Customs. Keep an eye on him, man. Good looking stuff from him, and Matthew Stewart, same. For Backdraft Motorsports, kind of working together. Andrew Ewing, Stephen Hahn, Brandon Yates, Kyle, Anthony Monroe. Monroe Motorsports back here in the 13th spot. Brandon Parks, dead last here tonight. Computer froze on championship night. Thank God he had such a big lead. Jesse Gordon out front. The California kid, the Capsule Tie Batman. Number 13 out here tonight, looking good. He's your leader. He's got Wyatt Walker right behind him, though. Out of Bowling Springs, South Carolina, Chris Jones makes the move, and here comes Cole Howard. Cole Howard now up 4 spots. He's one of your big movers tonight. Justin Smolden right there. AJ Count, Witherspoon, Matthew, Andrew, and Stephen Hahn. And it's a pretty well spread out track here in Miami. A lot of different grooves and speed lines to choose from. But Kyle, Monroe, and Parks going to try to figure out something here tonight. But that is going to be your truck champion. Can almost guarantee it. Brandon Parks going to come down as the 4-time truck champion for Next Level Races. What a machine he's had all season long, though. Jesse Gordon, same with him. When he shows up and runs, he's strong. But what about Wyatt Walker? Coming over from the dirt side of things and making a strong performance here on the asphalt. Now you see him 3 nights of the week. He's out here Monday night, Tuesday night, and Wednesday night. You give him a little love, he goes up into the wall. Wyatt Walker hanging in up there. A little scrape there on the 85. Chris Jones now going to look to get up here and pounce on that number 2 spot. But yes, right now, Cole Howard, your big mover. Moving up through the field right now. That's what Cole's doing. And Cole Howard needs about all the points you can get here. Because Hard Charger gives you 5 bonus points. Hard Charger, 5 bonus points. Fastest lap gives you 3. Most laps led gives you 2. Lead a lap, you get 1. And 0 incident points, 0, you get +3. So it encourages clean racing, and we're seeing it out here tonight at Miami. 13 of 50 in the books here. The 203 Gaming Truck Series Championship night at Miami. And look at this, man. Jesse Gordon is not stopping for nothing. Wyatt Walker right there too, but he's got Chris Jones digging on the bottom here. You know, these trucks get a little swirly when they get next to each other, so it's nice to see the good racing, but it's also kind of nerve-wracking because the aero packages is just trash. Looks like Wyatt sees that he's a little bit quicker on the bottom, and he's going to give Chris Jones a spot. Chris Jones going to go ahead and he's going to dip down the pits here. AJ Counton staying out. Witherspoon, Andrew, Stephen Hott. And it looks like Wyatt Walker also going to work their way down pit road here. A few other drivers also going to come down the pits here. So, man, oh, man. Stewart with a big hit in the wall. Can we get a Holy Jesus?
Holy Jesus.
Brandon Yates. Brandon Yates got himself all types of twisted up. Bottom side down there. Man, oh, man. Take a look at what happened to him. He came down hot and just lost it coming down the pits there. Man, thank God nobody was around for that. That could have been real bad. All right, so a lot of drivers down in the pits, coming out of the pits. Cole Howard and Justin Smolden going to make their way down into the pits there. Man, Smolden was coming in hot there. So was AJ Counton, man. I hope them boys didn't get caught speeding. But look at that. Stephen Hott going to lead a lap here tonight. That's a crucial. That's a 1-point bonus right there. AJ and the boys now working their way down pit road. They're going to find a spot there. There you go. Good race off and down pit road. You're seeing it now. Anthony Monroe and Brandon Parks here. Monroe going to look for a spot here on the pit road. He's going to dip it down there and grab his spot. Brandon Parks going to come down the pits also and try to grab his spot. So a lot of racing on and off pit road, but Stephen Hott led a lap there. Crucial bonus point for Backdraft Motorsports driver in the 84, Stephen Hott. Jesse Gordon back out on the track. AJ Counton back out on the track. Brandon Yates did not use the blend line, so it'll be tough for him. He's going to get a black flag here. Chris Jones also back out on the track. Stephen Hott in the pits now, though. Yeah, looks like he will end up getting that black flag. Kyle now, he's down at the bottom side of the track. He's trying to find the line off. Look at this. Kyle way off the track there. He didn't know where he was going coming out of the pits. Holy Jesus.
Holy Jesus.
There we go. All right. Jesse Gordon, AJ Count, Wyatt Walker, Cole Howard, Chris Jones, Smolden, Witherspoon, Andrew, Matthew, Steven, Parks. Right there with him. Monroe and Yates. Yates coming down the pits here to serve that black flag. Kyle trying to find his way out of the pits here. Went down a couple other service roads and just wasn't there for him. He's going to try to come out and use that blend line here. Or he's going to go back into the pits. There you go. Maybe not a bad move tonight. So Jesse Gordon out front. AJ Counton in that number 2 spot. Good stuff from him. He's got Wyatt Walker putting the pressure on him back there in the number 3 spot. 19 of 50 in the books here at Miami. Right after championship race, we got the Pro 4s. Pro 4 is going to be coming up next here. Witherspoon now getting past there by Andrew Ewing. So right now, Stewart and Stephen Hott back here in that 9 and 10. Brandon Parks and Anthony Monroe duking it out for 11th. Good to see these guys out here tonight, man. Big turnout of trucks as the lights go down in Miami. Championship night. Gordon, AJ Counton, and Wyatt Walker right now. Wyatt right up to the back bumper of AJ. AJ knows this track inside and out. Wyatt got a good run there. Wyatt's going to look to the inside. With 20 of the 50 to go, they know they have another cycle of pit stops here. Wyatt Walker's going to take that spot there from AJ. Yates and Kyle both still in the pits in this one. What a battle there. Wyatt back up to the number 2 spot. AJ to the 3. Cole Howard in the 4. Jonesy in the 5. Smolden in the 6. Andrew Ewing back there in the 7 spot. But you're watching the battle here. He's coming out of the pits now. Kyle trying to find his line. And there is Witherspoon in that number 20 for Beachside Customs tonight. Not a bad run tonight so far for him. He's doing his thing. Brandon Parks now goes to the high side, and Anthony Monroe looks to the inside. And it's getting darker and darker here in Miami. That is going to be your 4-time truck champion when it's all said and done tonight. I'm just letting you know. The man has been on fire in the truck series. This will be the 6th or 7th season of doing the trucks. And he's got 4 championships. I'd say that's a pretty good run for Brandon Parks over there. Good looking stuff. As we're 22 and a 50, Jesse Gordon, Wyatt Walker still 1 and 2 right now. AJ Counting and Cole Howard and Chris Jones round out your top 5. Best battle on the track. I would probably say the guys are pretty well spread out. But let's keep an eye on Stephen Ott here. He's trying to get up through the field here. He's got Witherspoon ahead of him. Stephen Ott knows, hey, get some of these guys out here to be a part of it. Make it happen. And right now, he's trying to get up to pace here. Matthew Stewart doing their thing, but Brandon Yates out of the pits also. Served his penalty, and he's ready to go. So Stephen Hott now getting up to the back bumper of the 20. The beachside custom, that's Witherspoon. Just cruising at the bottom of the track here, no problem for him. Close it in on the halfway to go here in Miami. Jesse Gordon, your leader. Wyatt Walker in that number 2 spot. AJ Counting back there in the 3. Cole Howard in the 4. Jonesy in the 5. Brandon Yates going to bring that thing down pit road again. Very hot and heavy there. The U.S. Army number 14 machine. Frustrated and sickening.
Holy jeez.
There he is. He's in the pits. He's out of here. 16 working their way up. 26 to go here in Miami. Beautiful sunset of Miami. Wyatt Walker still in that number 2 spot. AJ Counting in the 3. Cole Howard still in the 4, but it's Chris Jones in that number 5 spot tonight. The 54 from Australia. That's Sofa King Fast Sim Sports. He'll be seeing him tomorrow night at Lima Land. Fun track over there, man. Some notable guys you may be asking trying to get themselves up here in the potential. But right now, Stephen Hott able to get up and get the pass made. He's now up to the number 7 spot. Stephen Hott trying to dig his way up and get some points out here. Cole Howard just disappeared. Not sure what happened to him. Man, I don't know what happened to Cole there. He was on the screen, then he just disappeared. So tough break for Cole. He's going to be kicking himself in the nuts after that. That's not what you want to see. So Jesse Gordon, Wyatt Walker, AJ Count, Chris Jones, Smolden, and Stephen Hott, as Cole Howard has not got reconnected yet. Holy hell. I don't know what happened to him. So Jesse Gordon is still the man out front. Wyatt in the 2, AJ. Chris Jones and Smolden. Man, oh man, you hate to see it. Cole Howard out of this one here. Must have had some connection issues. Man, that's tough. So Andrew Ewing now working his way up. He's on the high side of the track here. The Beachside Custom number 20 machine. That's the Toyota and the Chevrolet. One for Capsule Time, one for Beachside. Andrew Ewing just kind of cruising around right now. Stephen Hott now digging himself up here. He's trying to find a spot up on the high side here of the 203. Black Rifle Coffee Company. Stephen Hott now up to the number 5 spot here. And the guys had to come down pit road. That's Wyatt Walker, Chris Jones, and Smolden. Andrew Ewing also going to come down the pit. So Jesse Gordon stays out. Stephen Hott moves to the 3 spot. But Jesse Gordon, AJ Count, Stephen Hott, Witherspoon, and Monroe. Brandon Parks back there with them also with 22 laps to go here in Miami. A lot of drivers down pit road right now. But Jesse Gordon's going to come down pit road. AJ Counting going to stay out a lap also. Grab him a lap lead point. Stephen Hott, is he going to be able to squeeze another lead lap? We'll find out. Gordon, Witherspoon now working their way down. Here comes Monroe down the pits. Andrew coming out of the pits. Stu Rat working out of the pits. A lot of action coming down pit road right now. The Beachside Custom number 20, that's Witherspoon. Gordon in and out here. So AJ Counting, still the man right now. Stephen Hott still out there on that high side right now. Look at that right there. 3 wide in the middle. nowhere to go. You have faster trucks that just pitted, blowing the doors off of him right now, but he's in the number 2 spot. Stephen Hunt. It's AJ Counting and Stephen Hunt. Backdraft Motorsports 1 and 2. Tell me you had that on your card, you liar. Witherspoon off the track. He's back down there. He's okay. Right now, 20 laps to go. Stephen Hunt still back there in that number 2 spot. Brandon Parks worked their way, and Stephen Hunt going to have to come down the pits here. AJ, about lost it there. AJ Counting locked him up. And Gordon going to come back down as your leader, and you saw something happen to Witherspoon here. Got a little swirly there coming off the track, and oh boy, about lost it there. Tough break for Witherspoon and the gang. 19 to go here. AJ Counting and Stephen Hunt still in the pits right now. Good looking pit stop for him. Here comes Gordon, your race leader. Out front, the capsule of time. California kid looking good here so far. Wyatt Walker should come back around the number 2 spot here. Walker Ridge Plantation, good looking run from him. And we're watching AJ rip it out of the pits here. You can go as fast as you want down the exit road. You just got to be careful. And you're going to see Wyatt rip around the high side there because he's on the actual racetrack. So Wyatt to the 2, AJ to the 3, Smolden to 4, Chris Jones and Stephen Hunt. Hunt now out of the pits and right next to Anthony Monroe. Monroe to the high side. Stephen Hunt down on the bottom here. Backdraft looking to get some speed up here. Stephen Hunt in the 6, Monroney in the 7. Great battle brewing here. Jesse Gordon still your leader right now. Stephen Hunt able to use Chris Jones as almost a pick there. That worked out pretty well for him. So Stephen Hunt now up to the number 5 spot. And he's got that thing moving here tonight. So Jesse Gordon, Wyatt Walker, AJ Counting, Justin Smolden, and Stephen Hunt. Anthony Monroe, your big mover right now. Up to the number 6 spot. Anthony Monroe, your big mover. Andrew Ewing got 5 spots. Stephen Hunt up 5 spots. Stephen Hunt now working to go here. Some pressure on the outside. Stephen Hunt now going to the high side of the 203. So Jesse Gordon, Wyatt Walker, AJ Counting, and Stephen Hunt. Smolden. There is Monroe. Jones, Parks, Andrew, Stu-Rat, Witherspoon. Kyle and Cole back out there after getting connection issues. Tough break, you hate to see it, but right now, the boys are flying out here. Take a look at last lap times for you. Boom. 33.6 for your leaders. My, oh my, the gap is growing. Kyle going to come back down the pits here. Andrew Ewing to the 9. 15 laps to go here in Miami. What a race it's been. Brandon Parks able to make the pass. Smolden had to come down the pits here. The 203 Black Rifle Coffee Company in the pits here tonight at Miami. Back here in that number 11 spot. So Jesse Gordon, Wyatt Walker, AJ Counting your top 3 at the moment. So Stephen Hunt is the closing that gap. Cole Howard able to get up there and make the pass. 14 to go here. What a race we have on our hands. Jesse Gordon probably running away with this as the leader right now. But it's Wyatt Walker. Chris Jones has to come down and pit. 14 to go here tonight. It's been a thing about getting into pits, getting out, hitting that blend line, doing what you got to do. And Chris Jones back in the 10th spot right now. Jesse Gordon, Wyatt Walker, and AJ Counting your top 3. Stephen Hunt, he is digging the sunset of Miami. Oh boy. There he is. He did not completely disappear. He disappeared for a second. I was like, oh my Lord. Anthony Monroe down in the pits now. He's got some issues. So Jesse Gordon, Wyatt Walker, AJ Counting and Stephen Hott, your top 4. Brandon Parks, man, I tell you what a struggle he had. From getting booted out early in this one with computer issues to getting himself all the way back up to the number 5 spot. What a race it's been for him. So Jesse Gordon, Wyatt Walker, AJ Counting, your top 3. Stephen Hott and Brandon Parks, your top 5. And here comes some more pit strategy, working their way out there. Chris Jones now slinging that forward out of the pits here, and he'll be looking to charge here with 10 to go next time by. Remember, folks, the Butt Kicker Pro 4 coming up next, right after this race. Oh, big hit right there. The 19 gets the boot, and he holds on to it there. Chris Jones right up to the back bumper of Martha Stewart and was slowing way down in front of the leader there. I don't know what happened with the 19, but my oh my, he was just way slow coming out of the corner. Look at this. Bam. Golly. There's a thing called a gas pedal. Wyatt Walker into 2, AJ Counting into 3. Stephen Hott back here in the 4, Brandon Parks in the 5. Andrew Ewing in that number 6 spot, and there is Witherspoon. And we got a cluster of trucks back here as people are trying to make their way around. Witherspoon now trying to do something he can do. He's trying to go 3 wide here. Lap traffic, got to get out of the way. Hey, lap car, get the hell out of the way. The leaders are coming. Move. They'll be standing in the way. All right, so Jesse Gordon, AJ Counting, the guys out front right now, working their way up there. But you got lap car going 3 wide. It's ridiculous. Meatball Hawk, you got it, bro. Oh, Howard having a meatball cleared here tonight. So 8 to go. AJ Counting in that number 2 spot. Stephen Hott in the 3. Andrew Ewing back here in that number 4 spot. And there is Witherspoon in the 5. Not about not racing tonight, but look at him go out here tonight so far. Great run from Beachside Customs. Jesse Gordon has to come down pit road here with 8 to go. Has to give up that lead. So AJ Counting going to be your race leader. Stephen Hott back there in that number 2 spot right now. And Andrew Ewing going to be in the 3. Stewart coming down pit road right now. So Jesse Gordon in the pits right now. AJ Counting going to stay out and get another lap led here. Great work from him. Andrew Ewing going to slide himself down the pits right now. Seven to go. AJ Counting, Stephen Hott, your leaders. AJ out front right now. Jesse Gordon going to come back out in the P3 spot. Witherspoon in the 4. Andrew Ewing slow getting in and out of the pits here, man. Going to hate that. But what a race it's been here so far at Miami in the 203 Truck Series Championship night. Stephen Hott, Gordon, Witherspoon, Wyatt Walker, Witherspoon coming down the pits now. Andrew Ewing getting that 19 out. The Capsule Tide Motorsports Toyota. And man, that was close right there. You gotta have. You can't just run out on the track. My God, that was about disastrous as it comes. Stephen Hott working his way in there. The 11 pitting this time. AJ Counting letting them know, hey, I'm going to be bringing this thing down pit road. The 10 right there trying to do something. Kyle, 5 to go. Just way off the pace out here. But AJ Counting, Gordon, your 1-2 right now. Wyatt Walker into 3. Stephen Hott in the pits and coming out. So Jesse Gordon with 5 laps to go. Can he hang on and win it here at Miami? Wyatt Walker in that number 2 spot as we speak. Jonesy knows it. Gonna give it to him. Wyatt Walker right there with him. Brandon Parks in the 4. There is Stephen Hunt in the number 5 spot right now. My, oh my. 3 laps to go. Next time by for Jesse Gordon. Wyatt Walker in that number 2 spot. One of his best finishes, I believe, if he can get it done in the Truck Series. AJ Counton still back there in the 3. Brandon Parks in the 4. And Stephen Hunt in the 5. He's got to get up here and try to catch him. But, man, I tell you what, anything's possible right now. 3 laps to go. Great battle here. The 203 giving the respect down low. 19 going to the high side. It's slippery up there, man. It's real slippery up there. Jesse Gordon out here, man, ripping the head off these guys. And right there is Jesse Gordon. Getting ready to get up here to get to some of these cars and make them a lap down. Right there, watch that. Boom. Jesse Gordon, Wyatt Walker, AJ Counton, your top 3. 2 laps to go. White flag out here in Miami. What a season it's been. The 203 Truck Series coming to an end one more time around. Remember, guys, the trucks will be back January 8th. That's a Monday. We'll be ready to go here. But right now, we're ready to crown ourselves some winners here. Jesse Gordon going to bring that thing around to victory lane. Wyatt's going to be in the 2, and AJ looks like to hang on to that 3 spot. But it's official. Jesse Gordon wins it here in Miami tonight. Great run, the California kid. Wyatt's going to bring it home in the number 2 spot here out of Bowling Springs, South Carolina. The Walker Ridge Plantation, Dirt FX design. Beautiful machine there tonight. Wyatt Walker, best finish of the season, P2 for the weapon. AJ Counton going to come around to the P3 spot here, and what a run he had for Backdraft Motorsports tonight. AJ Counton, P3. Brandon Parks brings us home into 4. Stephen Hunt going to cross the line to 5. Unofficial results left of the screen. All right, great stuff. Top 3, Gordon, Wyatt, AJ. Good job tonight. All right, so there we go. Good looking stuff right there. There is your 3rd place driver out here tonight. AJ Counton getting it done here. That P3, Wyatt Walker, best finish of the season for the weapon out of Bowling Springs, South Carolina. And Jesse Gordon over here, your race winner. Ready to get him done here. Here comes AJ Counton. We'll get him over here for some post-race interviews here in just a hot second. All right, let's see what we got here. All right, here we go. Let's get them started here. We'll start with the 3rd place driver out there racing for Backdraft Motorsports. AJ Counton, you got a copy?
Yes, sir, I got you.
Hey, heck of a job out there tonight, man. Holding it together up 2 spots, bringing it home in the P3 tonight. Break down your run for us.
That may have been the most nervous I've ever been in my life before one of these. I practiced so much this week trying to lock up the 2 spot in the championship points, and wasn't expecting to take home a 3rd. There were a lot of fast guys, and I don't know if it was strategy, getting on and off pit road. I'm not sure, but I just tried to be clean. And once I realized you couldn't clutch it, and yeah, you were going to have to pit another time, they just turned it on, hope for the best, really, and held on.
Yeah, absolutely. Job well done, and congratulations on a huge P3 here tonight. And we'll see where that puts you in the final standings. Great job again, AJ. Who's some great sponsors you want to thank, buddy?
I got to thank the whole team. We got a lot of guys in this chat right now, so to all those guys, thank you. We were talking all kinds of strategy, and everybody was helping each other out there. Got to thank E-Racing Designs, Rob Evans, for this badass paint scheme. 203 and Smolin for sponsoring this, and then you, as always, for putting them on. And it's a lot of fun, man. You do great, so thank you.
Absolutely. There you have it. AJ Counton. That's going to be your P3 driver here tonight. Went over now to our second place driver. One of the best finishes he's had out of Bowling Springs, South Carolina. Wyatt Walker, you got a copy.
Gotcha.
Hey, heck of a job out there, man. And you can't tell me them palms ain't sweaty, man. What a race, man. And this wasn't a gimme. I mean, P2 out here in a 14 truck field, and this ain't normally your cup of tea, but great job, man. Break down the run for us.
Yeah, I got a little excited when I seen Brandon drop out. But I hate it for him, but he had the championship wrapped up. I've been playing it safe all year, kind of trying to learn, but I just decided I was going to drive as hard as I could the whole race, and somehow it turned out good for me. Got on and off pit road fine, just like I said, just driving as hard as I could, and played the pits outright. I don't know. I'm more happy to finishing second here than been in all the dirt races in one night. But yeah, can't wait for the next season to start.
Yeah, absolutely. Congrats again on the P2 here tonight, Wyatt. And who's them great sponsors you want to thank, buddy?
Yeah, thank you for doing this. Water Creek Plantations and Dairy Effect Designs for keeping me looking good.
Absolutely. There you have it. The weapon himself, P2 here tonight, Mr. Wyatt Walker. Went over now to a race winner, the California kid, the number 13 tonight. Should be the 10, but he was late in the lobby. Jesse Gordon, you got a copy.
I got you, Chris.
Hey, great job out there. Dominating performance again from you and the crew. Way to start off the week here. Finish off the truck series with a huge win. Job well done, man. Congratulations. Break down your race here tonight.
Yeah, it was a fun track. I love this track, man. It's always really abrasive. Got to be easy on the tires, easy on the throttle, hit your marks, and then I knew with how much fuel we had, there was no way you're going to save enough to do a two-stop race. So I just drove hard as I could, and there was a couple of times I clutched it just to get a little, maybe another lap extra fuel. But yeah, it was all in all fun. Good race. I knew we were going to have to do a stop and go for fuel and a little splash and on our way. So yeah, all in all, fun race. Nobody really had any issues and no cautions. So definitely good race, fun race.
Absolutely. Congratulations again on the huge win here tonight, Jesse Gordon. Who's them great sponsors you want to thank one more time?
I'd like to thank you for putting this on. Everybody for coming out racing, and didn't want to affect anybody's championship night, but it definitely was fun. And all my sponsors: Capital Time LLC, Pikachu Painting Salon, Amsoil, Creative Tires, Davis Trenching, United Window Tint Wraps, and Empire Motorsports.
Absolutely. Congratulations again. Jesse Gordon takes the win here tonight. Wyatt Walker in the 2. AJ Counton rounds out your top 3. And you already know who the 4-time champ is in the trucks. That's Brandon Parks. Great job again out here tonight, guys. Remember, the series is off until January 8th. We'll see you then.